Hi everyone, welcome to the Cat Scrappiness YouTube channel. This is Delise, also known as Stamper Girl. Unfortunately, some of my video got corrected, but let me explain you what I'm working here. I was cutting out some of my simple sentiments, and this is the leftover of my simple sentiments cut out, and then I use in blue in a green ink to just rub across from the inside of the openings to use this as a stencil. This is just one more way to use your leftovers in a fun way. Now I am bringing this brown color ink pad to do exactly the same thing. I just rotated it and moved a little bit the stencil that we are using, which is the openings of the simple sentiments. And I am making sure that I get some ink in there, so I gotta rub a little bit deeper because I'm doing it direct to paper with my ink pad. But I'm not throwing away that piece of the simple sentiments leftover that I used as a stencil. So here is the background that I will be using. I actually really like the way this looks. And one of the options is I could have stopped here and put my sentiment, cut this out and put my sentiment, and it would have been an amazing background. I really love how this turned out. But I decided to go a little bit more, and I am using a little bit of leftover ink to add more texture. And then I decided I'm gonna add even more splatters and more color to this. Again, you could have stopped here, but I just decided I'm having so much fun with it that I decided to keep going. Here you see me bringing a little bit of some spray colors. This one is Big Rangers, and I love it. We have some in the store, so you can go and check them out. I will link everything to either directly to the store or in the product section and the description section. I am just picking the ink here and there and the splatters, and these dry super fast. I am using just a regular cardstock and it's dry. Here is my piece already cut out, and see there's lots of shimmer. And now I'm gonna break apart this little pieces, and I'm just gonna use this as a little bit of like an abstract design. I love how it turned out. It's kind of funky and I love it. It's just different and it's unique, and I love the colors because it has the blues, it has the greens, it has the browns. So it's a very interesting piece that would have been leftover or trash on a regular day. But now it's just a fun piece to add more dimension and interest to your card. From here, I decide that I need a little bit of a focal point, and I decide to use my Hooray Sentiment die cut from Cat Scrappiness. Here it is. It has a shadow and the Hooray. I cut the Hooray out of my Christmas glitter cardstock and the shadow from vellum. I'm adding a little bit more splatters. I did dry brush brown to the background. So this is very grungy looking from what the beginning of the background was. So depends on the look that you want to go with it. And here's my sentiment, like I said, in the Christmas glitter paper, the green one, and with the vellum for the shadow. And here I'm thinking, do I want to put this on top of white? Do I want to put it on top of a different color? And I decide that I want to do this on top of like something that has a texture, but it has color. So I'm going to use the same green that I did use at the beginning, and I am going to color the layers around it with direct to paper. So here I'm just making sure that I have the same frame all around my piece, and I'm bringing direct to paper with my ink pad and just making lines. And I am okay with the lines that are creating. I kind of actually digging them and I really like them. So I really hope that you like them too. It is just another extra layer of texture that is going to help with the card and help it ground it all together. Now that everything is set up, I am creating my card base. This is an A2 card. So it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to fold it at 4.25 using my Cat Scrappiness phone folder. Love this little guy. And you can also find the Ecec Success scoring board at the store. And I'm cutting just a little bit left over because this paper just drives me crazy. It's not an exact 8.5 by 11. So, and I am using my Burley Arts glue to put my card base with that direct to paper that we created, which is dry now. And now I am going to bring that piece that we've been working, starting with the background and then with the Hooray stamp, the Hooray craft die sentiment. I am being very, very generous with my glue. Then I'm going to open my card. I'm going to make sure that I'm using my flat bone folder from Cat Scrappiness to apply some pressure to make sure that that card panel is not going anywhere. Love the sentiment. I'm going to add glue to the pieces that are the glitter pieces from the back on the vellum, and then I am going to put it and make sure that I am pressing nice and hard on it. When I realized that when I did this, I could not read very well the sentiment, but I love the card. I still love the card. So I decided to bring some black Stabilo All pencil, and that's what I'm using here. This is the Stabilo All. This is a watercolor pencil that you can actually write perfectly, even though this paper is a little tiny bit glossy. And what I'm doing is like I'm putting them in sections like it's the shadow of the word. And let me do a close-up, and you'll see when I add a little bit of the water, you will see how this just smooths out and it just helps read the entire sentiment so beautifully. I loved how this turned out, and it was such a magical, easy fix to make the sentiment pop. Remember that you can find all these products that are used in this card at the store. And remember, don't leave your crafting for tomorrow. Start today. And if you enjoy the content, remember to like and subscribe to the Cat Scrappiness channel. You can also join me in my channel at stampergirl.com. I'll leave a link up at the top. Bye.